Juan Carlos Ferrero left Rafael Nadal out when discussing Carlos Alcaraz competition. Carlos Alcaraz's coach has snubbed Rafael Nadal when naming the teenager's biggest rival for Grand Slam titles this season. The world number 2 is bidding to add to his trophy cabinet after becoming the first teenage Grand Slam champion in 17 years at last September's US Open, and Juan Carlos Ferrero believes Novak Djokovic will be his main competition on the biggest stages. Alcaraz is yet to compete at another major since winning the US Open, as he was forced to pull out of the Australian Open when he picked up an injury in preseason training. In his absence, Djokovic was able to win a historic 10th title at Melbourne Park and tie Rafael Nadal's men's singles record of 22 majors. It means the teenager's chances of trying to add to his Grand Slam haul will come at the French Open, Wimbledon and US Open. With Nadal being a 14-time champion at the former, while Djokovic has become unbeatable at SW19. Holding 7 titles to his name, including the last 4 editions in a row. But Alcaraz's coach believes one of the tennis legends will be a bigger threat than the other, picking the world number 1 to threaten the 19-year-old's hopes. "We'll try to find our way," Ferrero told Essentially Sports when asked how Alcaraz would try and stop the 93-time title winner at the majors. While the 2003 French Open champion knew that others could stop his charge, he thought Djokovic was the favorite at the rest of this year's slams. Ferrero, a former number 1 himself, continued, "There's other great players that Carlos will need to stop if he wants to win another Grand Slam. Of course, Djokovic is the main favorite opponent to beat." The 43-year-old also discussed injuries following Alcaraz's recent physical woes. As the world number 2 had to pull out of last week's Abierto Mexicano Telcel after hurting his leg in the Rio Open final. It's Alcaraz's 3rd injury in a short span of time, as he tore an abdomen muscle at the Paris Masters in November, ending his breakthrough 2022 season early. He then picked up the pre-Aussie Open leg injury before hurting himself in a similar place during the Rio final just 9 days ago, having led Cameron Norrie by a set and break before losing in 3. Although he couldn't play in Acapulco and had to cancel his Las Vegas exhibition match that had been set to take place on Sunday, March 5, Alcaraz's physiotherapist believes he will be ready for Indian Wells with the tournament starting on Wednesday, while the top seed is expected to play his first match on Friday or Saturday. And Ferrero himself knows how to compete and win through pain. Skipping the 2003 Rome Masters with an arm issue before winning his only major title at the French Open weeks later. "Tennis players co-live with pain," he said, before reflecting on his own win. "It was strange. In 2002, I suffered a lot while competing in Roland Garros, and before starting it seemed that something similar would happen in 2003, but the truth is that I was feeling incredibly well. I hadn't physical problems during the tournament, and of course that helps me a lot in winning."